Hey everyone, I have a super fun project for you today using Precuts. And be sure to watch to the end because I'm going to include some extra bonus videos. And if you like what you see, be sure to like and hit the subscribe button below. You can also look in the comments for all of the supplies that I use and any notes. This banner is so easy and so fun, and I'm going to show you how to make it. When choosing your fabrics, if you're using a layer cake, I like to lay them out first so that I can choose exactly which ones coordinate and what goes together. On the banner that we're going to be making, we need 13 for the letters to spell out happy birthday. And if yours is going to say something different, then you can choose how many you need. So I know that we need 13. Plus we need a space in the middle, 14. And I like to put a blank one at each end. So we're gonna pick out 16 fabrics. Awesome, I have all of these left over that I can make another one and give it as a present, or I could save them for another project. So now that I have my 16 10-inch squares picked out, let's start sewing. You can make your banner in any size that you want, and you're going to take your 10-inch squares and you're going to fold them in one corner and you're going to sew up the side. So from this side, making sure it's aligned, use a 1/4 of an inch seam and sew all the way down to the point. And we're going to do that to our entire stack. Now we're going to take all of the bulk out of the corner here. You want to cut close, but just don't cut through your threads. As we inside these out, you're going to want to put your thumb right as close as you can and push. But you'll need to go back with something such as the tip of the scissors. You can even use like a writing pen or a pencil. You can use a flat-headed chopstick, such as this cheap one. That works really well. The chopstick is one of my favorites. But I also really like this kind of more pointy chopstick. It's way more pointed. But you have to be careful because it would go through the fabric if you push too hard. One of my favorite sewing tools is actually this knitting needle. Not the one with the flat end. I like this hard end because I'll use it on seams. But it's also pointy. And again, you need to be careful because it will go through the fabric. But it gets a really nice point. Before we go to the ironing board, I like to decide if I'm going to use twill tape or double fold bias tape to hang my banner. Let's talk about the twill tape. On the back, we have to decide if we want to have a fold here and just simply string the twill tape through the fold and top stitch it down. Or would you rather use the double side bias tape where it has a complete finished edge on both sides. I frequently will use bias tape for my banners, such as on my Halloween banner, but today I want to show you how to do it with twill tape. After you have all your seams sewed and it's time to press them, bring them to the ironing board and try to line up this center seam with the point. And just give it a press. Because we are going to be using the twill tape today, you need to just cut a portion of it off so that we can fold this under once, under twice, and iron it down. If we were using a bias tape for our banner, you would go ahead and just cut it off at the top. Pulling my twill tape up from the floor and starting where I decided I wanted to start, I left 20 inches. I changed my thread color to a gray because that will go with everything pretty well. And I'm going to continue sewing along the wrong side until I have it done. And I like to leave about the width of my finger between them. At this point, you're pretty much finished. When you get to your last pendant banner, make sure you leave a tail at the end for hanging. Can you believe how easy it was to make your own pendant banner? And look how cute it is. You'll be able to make one for every occasion. I want mine to be a happy birthday banner, so we're going to embellish it just a little bit more and take it to that next step. Stay tuned and I'll show you exactly how to do it. You can buy custom letters online or you can buy them from Hobby Lobby. I'm going to go ahead and make them using my silhouette. I'm writing happy birthday, changing the color so I can see it a little bit better, choosing my font. Now that I have my font chosen and I have measured how big my area to work with is, I'm sizing the happy birthday to fit into that box so that I know that each letter will fit on my pendant banner. Iron-on material cuts upside down, so I need to flip horizontally, and I'm arranging my letters to get the best use of space out of my material. We're going to go ahead and select the appropriate material, which for me is glitter heat transfer, and send it to the silhouette to be cut. My silhouette has cut out my happy birthday letters. So I'm going to use this little tool thing here to go ahead and weed out the negative space. It's actually quite fun to do. I usually listen to an audiobook, but I have been sacrificing my audiobook so that I can record these videos. I can't record and listen on my cell phone at the same time. We got happy birthday spelled out now. So let's go to the ironing board. You're going to want to iron each letter down for about 10 seconds and then let it cool off for about 20 seconds and peel the plastic off the top. There's not a whole lot of skill to this. I'm just going to eyeball where I want to put it and they'll all look straight. It'll be fine. And if they're not all straight, then nobody cares. Guys, look how cute this is. I love making these banners. I've made one for almost every holiday. I'm glad to have a happy birthday one to add to the mix. I promised you a bonus project, and here it is. I've made this one with 5-inch squares instead of 10 and used rickrack to hang it. Making your pendant banner this way is the cutest baby banner for a baby room or for a little boy or little girl. New Year's came and went too quick, but you can't have a holiday without a banner to celebrate. You can find the baby banner in my Etsy shop, MerMer Creations. You can also find me on Facebook under MerMer Creations and leave me a hello or a picture of one of the banners that you've made. Feel free to request a project in the comments. And thank you so much for viewing today. Don't forget to subscribe and like my project. Feel free to share with your friends. Last but not least, this entire tutorial was filmed on my LG G6. Thank you for viewing. Have a nice day, everybody.